Hey guys, it's your girl Tina. I want to come on here and talk about the whole Ray Rice and Janay Rice situation. So what's going on now? If you guys remember, back in June, Ray Rice was fired from the NFL for basically beating the hell out of Janay Rice in the elevator. Supposedly the commissioner claimed that this was the first time seeing the video and that he wasn't forthcoming and all this other bullshit. But now U.S. District Judge Barbara Jones, she released a statement basically saying that Ray Rice will be reinstated back into the NFL and that basically he did not lie to anybody when he had that meeting back in June with the commissioner. So soon after this was announced, Ray Rice was seen in the club getting turned up, having a ball, popping bottles, buying drinks and everything else. So he's very excited. Matt Lauer of NBC got a chance to basically sit down with Janay Rice and get her side of the story, and her mother was also there. So if you guys have not watched the interview, you guys can click the link down below. Check out the interview and then come back and check out the rest of my commentary. Alright, so I'm sure you guys all watched the interview. So my opinion is this, you know, the whole situation is just crazy. But at the end of the day, if Janay Rice likes it, I love it. That's her business. At the end of the day, she wants to go back to him. My thing is, she didn't ask to be the face of domestic violence. They made her the face of domestic violence. But I think what's more sad to me, let's all be honest with ourselves here. If he was not Ray Rice, if he was not worth millions of dollars, had she and her mother not become accustomed to that lifestyle, trust and believe, Ray Rice would be in prison and she'd be pressing charges. If Ray Rice was Jamal Rice that worked at Burger King up the street, as opposed to being a football player making millions of dollars, she would have filed charges on him. She would have broke off the engagement. She would have never married him, and she would have moved on with her life. See, that's the thing. Money talks and bullshit walks. And that's the truth of the matter. That's the world that we're living in. So while folks are shocked about her making excuses, while folks are shocked and upset about her, you know, staying in that situation, I'm not shocked in the least. It's about money to her. She's comfortable. She's been with him for a long time. She doesn't want to start over. She doesn't want to see another female in her spot. You know what I'm saying? Getting that money, living that lifestyle. So I'm not surprised that Janay's not going anywhere. And nor do I think that she's completely innocent, because in that video, you know, while it was foul how he knocked her out and, you know, walked over her like she meant nothing to him, in that video, you clearly saw where she was hitting him as well and spit on him. So it seems like they're used to beating each other's ass. You know, maybe this was the first time that it got that far out of control. And, you know, let's not forget her head hit the railing. It wasn't like he just knocked her out with the punch. Her head hit the railing and that's what knocked her out. The whole situation is scary, and she's going to have to explain that to her daughter and hope that her daughter does not follow in her footsteps and just get with the guy just because he has money, fame, and wealth, as opposed to getting with somebody who really loves her and who won't abuse her. You know, and I'm not saying that Ray Rice is still kicking her ass or nothing like that. But like I said, this whole interview, everything how it went down, it just doesn't shock me that she's back with him, because at the end of the day, like I said before, money talks and bullshit walks. A lot of women out here have stayed with their man who didn't have a fraction of what Ray Rice had. You have dudes out here having babies on other females, beating their ass, bringing them STDs, but somehow they can't manage to leave. So I can't sit here and judge her too hard when she's with the man who's making millions of dollars. Her ass is more than comfortable living that lifestyle. You know what I mean? Because you have chicks in the projects whose baby's daddies ain't doing shit, whose boyfriends ain't on shit, they selling drugs, they're not doing anything, and they still take them back. At the end of the day, to me, it's the mentality of that person. If that's who she wants to be with, and that's, you know, what she sees fit, that's on her. Janay Rice is not my role model, and if I had a daughter, I wouldn't have my daughter look to her as a role model. The only role model that your children need are you as their parents. They shouldn't be looking up to Ray Rice, Janay Rice, or anybody else. It should be you. It should be our jobs as parents to talk to our kids about domestic violence, putting their hands on people, and keeping their hands to themselves. And not looking to these celebrities and athletes to be role models for our children. So anyways, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this entire situation concerning Ray Rice and Janay Rice. How do you feel about Ray Rice being reinstated into the NFL? Do you believe that he should be reinstated? Do you feel like he shouldn't? And then how do you feel about Janay Rice's interview with her mother and Matt Lauer? Do you feel like she's making a lot of excuses for him? Do you feel like she's, you know, a battered wife and she's suffering battered wife syndrome? Or do you feel like she's staying with him because she really loves him, or it's about the money? So let's go ahead and get this discussion popping. All right, deuces.